division. Starting out with David Mimoser out of East Eden, New York, an International 3688. And so these tractors, as you will notice, are too hot to farm, and David is our test puller with the 3688 International.
Okay, David Mimoser did back out of it. He is our test cook in the class, so he does have the option of shutting down before the 100-foot mark, and he can get a second try at it. It's exactly what he's going to do. He didn't like that. I don't think he quite had the boost up where he needed it to be to get a good pull, so they're going to back him up. They'll leave him connected to the chain, and he will get one.
Big machines have to be about two of the nicest and newest transfer machines out on the circuit.
Oh yeah, yes indeed, John.
The Ford 7810 294 at 35. So again, you surely hear the big blown mini motors behind us. They're getting those warmed up. They'll be our next division down the track here early in the order.
Well, Josh, I heard you saying a little something before the modifieds got started there, talking about the new decision maker sled, the red sled. Yes, indeed, they put that together this past winter, and that's the second brand new sled, right, that's been built in 2 years by Richard. This is Trevor Keene from Arcade, New York, from the Keene family farms. They are all a big John Deere family, so you're always going to see the Keene family running the John Deere greens. Where's our John Deere fans out there today? We got some John Deere fans? Well, let's get behind Trevor Keene, because he's going to put on a good show. Indeed, he did 307 and 70, 307 and 70.
Definitely enough in the new lead spot as he put on 13 feet extending that lead. How about it, John Deere fans? On the kind of knowledge side of it, it's great to see some of these different competitors, and the Case 1070 still seeking satisfaction. Well, you just said it. That wasn't how that was supposed to go.
Yeah, I hate when that happens. That did not sound so good. I don't know. Let's hope we can get the gremlins.
They can't pull you back for a second attempt.
Well, I'll say this, and Chase is a very enthusiastic young puller, and he's, you know, and name of his tractor, aptly named, still seeking satisfaction. And yes, he is. He's still going to seek satisfaction with this, and I have no doubt he's going to get this thing ironed out and get it to run better. So it was definitely running a lot better on Thursday night, but don't know what happened, but this distance will be 1:08.05. Fans, let's put our hands together. A tough luck round of applause for Chase Bugenhagen.
That's unfortunate. You know, the only way to test these things is out on the track. You think, oh, I got it all figured out, I got it working, and then something like that happens. I know we, let's just say we maybe had ours hooked to a truck or two throughout the years to give it a test, but still not the same as hooking it to the transmission.
I have seen that, yes. All right, our next puller up, this is going to be Johnny Mamwood. This is not the first time I've seen that with this tractor. This thing gets to hopping and just about throws him out of his feet. He's got tons of power in it, and if he can keep this thing tamed, he will get one heck of a pull out of it. But But the good thing is his tractor's still in one piece, he's still in one piece, that's all that matters. Safety is the utmost important. Unfortunately, that isn't the case this year, and I can remember looking, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think he had a second or third place, I think, he got in the show yesterday in Rockwell.
I believe I was talking about, he said he's finished fourth. He ended up fourth. Did they pull again today?
I'm not sure. Oh, you know what it was? When I saw his interview they did, he was in second at that point. Matt Yeager is right up there with the best of them, 292 and 75, 292 and 75. Great run by Matt Yeager.
Yeah, and that's going to put him into the number 3 slot for the time being. 292.75, then up to the number 3 slot, with I believe just one to go.
Start out in this Too Hot to Farm class and move up. So here he goes, Justin Holman.
Woohoo! How about it, Oliver fan? 344 to 34. At 26.3 miles an hour, Justin Sled definitely your new leader. 344 and 34.
He got a great fight on that track. He was straight run right down the middle like a scared rabbit, like riding on rails. Good run by Justin Holman.
Stop by very quickly the apparel stand. Distance for that run, 285 and 55, 285 and 55.
21.6 on the speed there, 285.55.
First run down the track. Looks like in 6th place will be Chase Bugenhagen. 5th place will go to David Mimosa. Fourth place will go to Matt Yeager. Third place will go to Sam Shearing. Second place will go to Trevor Keem. And your winner this afternoon with a distance 344 feet and 34, Justin Homan and Justin's Toy, Oliver 1800.
All right, big win at Langford. How'd it feel?
Fans, we're going to take a quick moment here. We're down here trackside with Justin Homan.
Better, right?
He was the winner in our two-hop-to farm class a couple of years ago. And they've got some great pictures of it. And today we're going to be doing a 50-50 drawing. And the second place prize is going to be a beautiful banner with a picture of her tractor from the Netherlands. And I'm going to tell you a little something a little bit shortly here, and also about Mary, something new that she's doing for a great, great cause. So we'll get to that in a couple minutes. But fans, this is your hometown puller right here. She is the only one from the New York area pulling the mini mods. So this is the one you want to make noise for if you want to cheer on one of your hometowns.
Wild ride here for sure, but kept it between the white lines to 257 and 73. 257, 73. How about a round of applause for Mary Keel?
Man, let's make some noise. And Mary just said she's turning it down. She knows she can do better than that. She's got her hood off and her helmet off. Let's make some noise for Mary Kale with spending her inheritance. U.S. National Champion Tractor Puller Mary Kale. This inspiring book follows Mary from a determined farm girl to a celebrated national champion and even an international competitor. Her father is right over, heading towards the fire department over there on the left-hand side. Go see Mary, she'll sign the book for you. They've got, I think, a couple hundred copies of the books in there. It's called Just As Good. So they look to the people, they look to shake hands, say hello, take pictures with the tractor. So make your way over to see Mike and Mary Kale at their hauler and get yourself a copy of the book. It's called Just As Good.
What a run by Cody, 349 and 19, 349 and 19 at 35.2 miles an hour. He was moving. Cody Singletary, Night Train to Carolina. Cody was our winner here in this division, I believe, last year as well. So that is one tough tractor to beat. As you just saw, 349 and 19.
34919, 34919. Get this, 35.2 on the speed for Cody. Wow, that's fast. That was moving.
712-6574. That's 712-6574. Hannah was also the sponsor for all the plaques that are going to be given out this entire weekend for the Langford Northeast Nationals. And you'll also see Hannah down here on the track working. Hannah, give us a little wave over there. Hannah, hello Hannah. Earth to Hannah. She can't hear us. Hannah's down here again to the track. You'll see her out here working all weekend. So she's a big contributor to this Langford tractor.
Our fans on the starting line is Jim Zimmer out of Madison, Pennsylvania, the well-oiled machine. back to the starting line. Flag, we're going to take her back and try this again. Kim Zimmer, ladies, help her out. Well-oiled machine. We did indeed just get word out of bounds. Tough break. But she had a great run going. How about a tough luck round of applause for Kim Zimmer? She tried as long as she could to stay off the brake. She got on the brake, but it was a little bit too late.
326.23, 326.23, 34.8 on the speed for Kim Zimmer.
Holds the lead with his other tractor at 349 and 19. Looks like we're ready to go. What he took the first trip down the track, but good enough still for the number 1 and 2 spots. Cody Singletary.
.337.69, 337.69, 34 point speed, 34 point even on the speed, 1.2 miles off his first pass of 35.2. Still some serious speed.
Best performance and machine from Holland, Everling Automotive Group, and Boston Valley Farms. I'd like to thank those big sponsors. I will announce some more later on, but thanks again to all those sponsors.
All right, fans. Be sure to thank our sponsors. We continue to watch some great pulling action on the track now with Tim Ray out of Slipper Rock, Pennsylvania. Our 2024 points champion in the blown mini division, Wicked Sensation. Good running tractor, but see what he can do here though, as he's got his work cut out for him. 349, 337, held by our top 2 tractor trio. Tim Ray, Wicked Sensation. For Tim Ray and the Wicked Sensation at 34.4 miles an hour. The defending points champion goes into the number 3 spot with that run. 3:30 and 11. Tim Ray.
Tim had a great run, he really did. Unfortunately, he had to get on them brakes pretty hard. And of course, if you start doing the math, Josh, right, they say every time you hit the brakes, you lose about 10 feet. And that might have been the difference maker between him and Cody Singletary, unfortunately.
Yes, indeed. As he was right there at 330, if he goes another 10 feet, as you mentioned, he would at least be vying for the number 2 spot, maybe right there at the number 1 spot. You just never know.
330, 11, 330, 11, 34.4 on speed. Good speed there for Tim.
Got to get everything working again. The night train 2 holds the lead, 349 and 19. She went 257 and had to get on the brakes very hard. Let's see if she can defend herself. Very good.
There you see it, 335, 35, and 34 even on the speed. Congratulations, Cody Singletary, on your win here at Langford, Northeast Nationals.
All right, show your results in the blown mini division. 4th place will go to Tim Ray and the Wicked Sensation. 3rd place will go to Mary Kale and the Spending Their Inheritance Machine. 2nd place will go to Cody Singletary with the Night Train 1. And your winner with a distance 349 and 19, Cody Singletary with Night Train 2. Does it back-to-back years here.
And with both your tractors, and I don't know, I mean, the track looked like it was a little tough, but it looked like good. A great run right down the middle.
Yeah, we had a good run. Everything. Better half here, the whole family with me and Zach. These guys work very hard to get us here. It's a tough track, but it worked out good. You were able to lay down some good power once you got off the line. And I appreciate everyone's hard work and effort for making this event successful.
That's great. Looks like you got a great assistant there. What's your little guy's name?
Her name's Jaxie. She's 8 months old, and she's going to be a heck of a Fuller fan.
Ben, we've got the next generation Fuller here. So, Ben, let's put our hands together for Cody Singletary with Carolina Night Train 2.
All right, so back out onto the track comes the new red decision maker, our main sled for the afternoon. And out will come our first competitor, Bobby Maxwell out of Oland, Pennsylvania. 1206 International called All In. These light pro stock, limited pro stock tractors. It's a combination class that we began in 2024, identical to you from the outside because their hoods are covering up the internal workings, but essentially the breakdown of the light pro stock tractors, 540 cubic inch motors, and they are permitted to run the P pump, 7100 P pump. That 540 cubic inch motor and the 24.5 by 32 inch tires. They can weigh in at 8,500 pounds. In our limited pro stock tractors, they're allowed to weigh in at 8,700 pounds. They're running an A pump, which is the smaller inline fuel pump. So they weigh 8,700 pounds with that 540 cubic inch motor. Again, they'll look nearly identical to you before you know what goes down the track, but this is a light pro stock with All In International 1206.
Attention in the pits, attention in the pits. Cody Singletary, if you could make your way out to the track for your presentation.
it for Bobby Maxwell until all of a sudden he saw something broke loose, and out came the grill of that machine. Tough break. Bobby Maxwell now, he is our test puller. We'll see how this all shakes out here. That could have maybe happened to a good situation, but he may be too hot or broken to do anything about it. We'll see at 282.04, 282.04, Bobby Maxwell. Word is we're official on the track. He's okay with it. I believe that he feels that he can't go again either for breakage or heat reasons. So 282.04. We're ready to go. Bobby Maxwell.
Josh, I was talking to Bobby Maxwell down here. He doesn't know if he had a problem with the tractor. He's not sure, but we will find out. He's going to go take a look in the pits, but
29.5 until something let
happened.
loose in the drive.
Still seeking that first win in 2025. Always fun to watch out for. Noah Allison, the train record. First time.
You will be seeing Dustin Hill coming out. He is a competitor as well.
With a great run at 3:05 and 3:05, 31.6 miles an hour. Train wreck. Noah Allison, your new leader. Fans, again, don't forget to get you some swag, as they say, there at the apparel stand. At the finish line side, you see the speed and the distance monitor there, and right behind it is the apparel stand. Again, brand new, one-of-a-kind design for the Langford pool here this weekend, as well as our standard designs that we sell all season long. Stop by and get yourself some swag. We do take plastic if you need it down there. Get yourself all dressed up for the rest of the weekend and future events at the USA East Apparel Stand.
Yeah, Josh, I was checking them shirts out. They are beautiful this year. They've got the Taz toy on it, the expending their inheritance.
Uncle John, 4455 John Deere, current leader in the points race and defending champion in that race. He's a multi-time champion. He did it originally in a limited pro stock, but this is a tractor that actually switches back and forth, or at one time used to switch back and forth between the two pumps. I believe he's got the B pump on here this afternoon. So he's running in light pro stock.
Said it takes him about 2 hours to go back and forth between the pumps. About 2 hours. He could probably do it a little bit faster, but 2 hours is what it takes to get the pumps done, then change, going from A pump to P pump, just in case you wanted to know at home.
Bill Smith, make your way over here for presentation.
at 3:05 and 50. Ray goes into the number 2 spot, 3:01 and 25. Current points leader, Red Sanders. See it from your side, Ed, but he was really looking out the left side of that tractor, kind of looking for that white line, but he decided, hey, I think I'm going to keep it in bounds, so he didn't want to overcorrect too much. Nice job of driving 273 and 15. Comes up a little bit short, but nice job keeping it between the white lines. R.J. Dennison, Red Dog, 273 and 15.
273.15, 273.15, and 28 on the speed.
Attention in the pit area, attention in the pit area, all 2.6 diesel trucks. If you've not made your way to the scale.
Sponsor of this weekend's activity.
Dustin is a puller from right here. I believe he's be pulling later today or tomorrow. So.
Yep, he's got a beautiful white 2150 tractor, and the thing is sharp. Just looks like all his semis.
Goes 278 and 58. 278 and 58 for the John Deere 4320 and Gavin Stewart. Well, isn't it interesting, Ed? You kind of made a comment about this before this class started about how the mini modifieds, they were all kind of going towards you, towards the hill. Now all the tractors seem to be doing the exact opposite, coming to the grandstand side.
Yeah, I was watching a couple of these guys come down through, and they are laying their foot really hard on that right brake. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but
278, 58, 278, 58, 29.0 on the speed.
And you know, you think you know, or you watch, and then you're tracked
here for 60 plus years at the Langford tractor pulling all around Western New York, and sadly, Joe passed away about 2 years ago, I believe it was, 2 to 3 years ago. But Joe was always out here with his big cigar hanging out of his mouth. And Dave has been a partner with Joe for many, many years, helping him out, running the tractor. And for the past 5, 6 years, Dave's been piloting this tractor and keeping the Smokin' Joe legacy going on. And it's a great thing. And I know he's always been a very much, the Smokin' Joe has been a fan favorite. Well, Dave this past winter repowered this tractor, and I'm going to tell you what, Josh, he put some new life in this tractor. This motor has got a lot of potential. He's been pulling some second or third, fourth places, but he's been steadily improving with this and taking the bugs out of it. So I'm real excited to see the future of this Smokin' Joe tractor. So fans, let's make some noise for Dave Wojtkowski from Boston, New York, my hometown.
sudden it just went a little sideways on him. 223.08, 223.08.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like what he heard there, Josh, or what I heard. I don't know. It's a lot of rattling going on in that engine, so I'm not sure. I hope he didn't have any major damage to it. Very disappointed for Dave Witkowski. Dave has been really excited about the future of this tractor. The engine has just been running so well, and he just keeps doing these little adjustments to it, and he's getting better and better. And I have no doubt Dave's going to get it figured out. So fans, let's put our hands together. He got his helmet off. Dave Witkowski with Smokin' Joe. He's keeping the Smokin' Joe memory alive.
All right, fans, and so that's a cool Dave off. That's going to do it for our Light Pro Limited Pro Stock Division. Results will be as follows. 6th place will go to Dave Witkowski. 5th place will go to RJ Dennison and the Red Dog. 4th place will go to Gavin Stewart with the John Deere 4320. 3rd place will go to Bobby Maxwell with the All-In International 1206. 2nd place will go to Greg Farringer and Smokin' John at 301 and 25. And the winner on the afternoon with a distance 305 and 50, Noah Allison and Trainwreck.
Okay, well, great job, Noah. Good run. You had a great distance today, and welcome to Langford. You got anything to say?
Yeah, first off, I'd like to thank the fire department for having us. It's a great venue, all you guys out here taking pictures and stuff. I'd like to thank my father and Adam. We worked a lot of time. This is a brand new build. Motor builder, Sled Casper back in our shop. We worked a lot of hours. We built this from the ground up about 4.5 months ago. So it's been a big build in the process, and this is our first win of the year, and we're on a path. So I'd like to thank the fire department for having us.
All right, great job, Noah. You haven't talked about Sled Casper. I know that was a real tough competitor, too, in this class. So great job, Noah. And we got Bill Smith from the Langford Fire Company. We'll give you your prize. Volunteer Fire Company. They have tons of food, and I'm probably going to miss some of the things. Hot dogs, hamburgers, sausage. They have salt potatoes, sweet corn.
I stopped listening. You were talking about food. I stopped listening about the food.
Yeah, and they have beer, of course.
Division 265 and 70, 265 70, 1993 Dodge. It's been the last year what they call the first generation style. Where they switched to that second generation Dodge style. So that would have been one of the first iterations of the 5.9 Cummins motor in these Dodge trucks. Of course, here's our test tour. We'll see what he decides to do.
Bill Smith, we need you down here for a presentation.
All right, word is he's going to drop that hook, and I believe we're also going to make a sled change here.
265.70, 265.70, 25 points.
Pro class.
It's good.
How about that? How would you like this to be your first win of the year? That's pretty awesome. Congratulations, Noah. All right, on the track is Cody Goodremote with the hood rack. Goes 314 and 80, 314 and 80 at 27.5 miles an hour. Young man out of Alden, New York, your early leader. He does have the option to drop that as we made a reset. So 314 and 80, and he can turn it down if he so chooses. Cody Goodermo's Hood Ride.
All right, we got word that Cody Goodermo is going to drop that hook, so he will be coming back at the end of the class.
All right. So he thinks he can do better at the end. It's a common kind of thought process is as the competitors go down the track, they kind of pack that in tighter and
27.5 on the speed. 31480, 31480. I'm going to drop it, come back.
Which will bring up George Goodermo out of Cold, New York, the 01 Dodge. So the Goodermo going back to back here. And he will be our first.
told you. We intend that. Dave, what'd you figure on it?
At 25.4 miles an hour. Early leader in the class, George Goodermo.
.306.38, 306.38, 25.4.
Okay, Josh, well, everybody saw him coming down the track and the thing just died out. We didn't know what happened. So in my hand here, I've got a broken 3/8" bolt. That was all it was a broken bolt on the injector housing, and that's what killed it. But Dave, and this is not a joke when I say this, Dave is asking if anyone has a copper washer for the
from Arcade, New York, the 01 Dodge.
Maybe you can just double
calls the truck the Black Sheep.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was an interesting ride, Ed. I don't know if you could see that. The driver's side front all of a sudden broke loose and was pointed kind of towards you as he went down the track. 289 and 21, 289 and 21.
Move away from the speakers a little here. North Star Pipe is your go-to source for plastic, steel, and galvanized pipe. From short pieces for your artwork or small backyard drainage products to commercial drainage or driveway repairs, we have what you need. With a little imagination, a few pieces of pipe, you can build anything. We handle only the finest quality pipe and are happy to discuss your project and offer suggestions. For a free quote, please call us.
Tough luck for that
716
$3,500 there.
627-5466 or email us at Eden Piper. They like to hear that because they want to know that their money is very well spent.
Attention in the pit area, attention in the pit area. All light limited super stock drivers, you can make your way to the scale. And all light limited super stock drivers. Dodge. I am Sled 290. And 41, Ryan Lizak goes into the number 2 spot.
This truck on Thursday night in Little Valley, so let's hope that he's got the bugs ironed out of it and he'll have a good run.
Seducer, good run at 279 and 20, 279 and 20. Dodge. 1990, Riley coming to us out of York, New York. Another 8.5 MOFIFIED at a time. One piece at a time, chasing our current leader. Goes 274 and 14, 274. And 14 with one piece at a time. Track still holds the lead. George Good remote at 306 and 38. It's our first measured distance. He holds the lead. 4 guys have tried, come up short. Let's see if that continues. Here's the unlimited street position. Single truck, DOT tires, no hanging weight. To end, but he did just do enough to take the lead. West Class goes 312 and 53, 312 and 53 before it all started coming apart. The Class Express, your new leader, but he's got bigger issues on his hands as something came apart there in that truck. 312 and 53, your new leader, West Class. About a round of applause for him. Tough break on his way to the lead. Chick-a-mack-it. Oh, he has a good run at 307 and 55, 307 and 55. Jacob goes 307 and 55, good enough for the number 2 spot for that run. So 2 to go. They're 2 that we have seen. The first 2 test coolers will be back around. 93 Dodge. Out of Alpha, New York, Andrew Babiar. Yeah, I'll just wait for you to help me out. Thank you, sir.
I'm always there for you, Mr. Teacher.
You know, I was in charge of last year. There's a lot more Smiths than there even are. Smiths, you know, and Allens. Yeah. Just be a lot easier. But that's okay.
Moose, right?
Moose wouldn't be that hard, right? That's not too bad. All right, good run for Andrew Babiars at 3:07 and 40. 3:07 and 40. Oh, getting really close in competition here as he goes into the number 3 spot. Got 2 at 3:07. Jacob Mackin went 3:07.55. Andrew goes 3:07 and 40.
.307.40.
But Cody's definitely got the ability. This is a very strong running truck. He's definitely got the ability. And as you said, he went 3:14 and they've lightened it up since then. So this ought to be very interesting.
Yeah, we'll see how this shakes out. Hood Rat, last truck in the class. Look what happened. He had the class 1 and turned it down. This time goes 295 and 96. Comes up way short, 295 and 96 for the Hood Rat. So with that, he will go home with the number 5 spot. Dropped 4 places with that decision. Cody Goodremote, 295 and 96.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
24.4 on the speed, 295,
and I've seen him pull many
Position, 9th place will go to Riley Andrews. 8th place will go to Brendan Shaw. 7th place will go to John Heater. 6th place will go to Ryan Alzarak. 5th place will go to Cody Goodremote. 4th place will go to George Goodremote. 3rd place will go to Andrew Babiar. Second place goes to Jacob Mackin, and the winner at 3:12 and 53, Class Express in West Class.
Diesel class, and unless you had a tough run, unfortunately, I didn't always see. You know, I walked over by your truck when you finished there with 312 feet and picking up pieces of aluminum. I see the transmission fluid dumping out. What do you think happened there?
Old rear axle shaft, transfer case, and counted a couple valves last down, but it won't refire.
That's not good. Maybe you can tell Carly to bring a laundry basket, you know, with you from now on to come here. But Wes, you're normally a very strong competitor, and you were tonight. You literally coasted into a win tonight. And Cody Goodremote didn't turn down the distance at 3:14. I guess you win some, you lose some. But great job, Wes, and congratulations on your win. Man, let's put our hands together for Wes
pounds up front on the front weight bracket. Limiting factor is that 2.6-inch turbocharger and the DOT tires.
And our sponsor in the 2.6 diesel truck competition will again be Eden Pipe. We thank our friends from Eden Pipe for their sponsorship.
Start us out at 3:21 and 10, 3:21 and 10, Derek Smith. Limited time. I'm going to guess that he's going to keep that run as many of these competitors only want to run one time. Of course, loading finish in all divisions. These guys got to worry about the heat side of it. We'll see what he decides to do. Oh, Derek Smith. Limited time. How the guys built. You see the Warren diesel injection insignia on the side of this truck. This truck is always the example that I use whenever somebody says, oh, the 6.0s, they can't compete in the sport of truck pulling. I say, you've never seen this truck, as he is a multi-time champion in the 2.6 diesel division. Good running truck for sure. So Ford fans, Ron King. Drivers, make your way to the scales at this time. Thank you.
West class, if you can make your way out to the track for your first place plaque.
Putting on a show at 3:29 and 12, 3:29 and 12 at 29.3 miles an hour. Ron King, the problem child. Your new leader is Renee Dean out of Elwood City. Leading driver on the track of the Harvest record, 1980 Chevrolet. I believe the only one of two Duramax power plants here.
Okay, this is one to get behind.
Here we go. Renee Dean, Harvest record. Record was 298 and 16, 298 and 16, but that was a kind of, yeah, brand new this year, so she's kind of trying some things as the year goes on. 298 and 16, Renee Dean.
Well, I really like what I saw there.
The Cummins powered Ford. How about it, fans? Mike Wheatland just putting up a at 29.4 miles an hour. Mike Wheatland, your new leader.
No, the walk of pain.
Oh.
You did the walk of shame. I did the walk of pain. Rick said he's going to put an elevator in. Right, Rick?
Well, you know, we are a fire department. Couldn't we at least? All right, we're hooked on the track with Nick Filler. Prime time. A wild ride there, a little bit of a bounce as he went to 284, 46, 284, 46, prime time, Nick Filler. As he won it on the last hook in the last run of the class, 336 and 89, 336 and 89. Matt Deal working on your winner in the division on the last hook of the class. 6th place will go to Nick Filler. 5th place will go to Renee Dean in the Harvest record. 4th place will go to Derek Smith and Limited Time. 3rd place will go to Ron King and the Problem Child. 2nd place will go to Mike Wheatland, just putting up a fight. The winner on the afternoon with a distance 336 feet and 89. Matt Deal working on. Just finished the job here in the 2-6 division.
Matt, you had a super good run. You had some real tough competition tonight.
Yes, we did. Definitely. It's always about
You always like coming up here to the Langford pool with the guys. One of my favorites. Every year. Well, we appreciate you coming and congratulations on your win. Man, this is Matt Deal was working on. Let's put our hands together for the winner of our 2.6 class.
Exact as they can. I'm talking with Jason Holden, who is kind of the pioneer of this tractor, as his tractor is the other one with EFI tuning. So it is Kyle Gable. Very unique machine. EFI tuning. The Alice Chalmers 180. Father's Pride, the alcohol burning Cummins motor in the Alice Chalmers. Well, that is certainly not what Kyle had in mind there. You saw him going around. All of a sudden, looks like he popped out of gear. Now, the good news is, he's on test 4. As long as he can get it back to the starting line and be able to hook, he will be able to come back around. Well, tough break for Father's Pride. Just got word over the radio that Kyle will not be able to return. 138 and 27 is what he'll have to settle for. 138 and 27, Kyle Gable. So up next, the other Evergreen. It's an Oliver 1850, driven by Logan Glover out of the Touch Too Much. sound you ever want to hear in this sport. Definitely sound like a turbocharger.
Sounded like, let's hope it was just a clamp on the turbo hose.
Yeah, it didn't have a whole lot of force behind it. Usually when the turbo goes, it really kind of puts some force behind it. Hopefully it's just a clamp. Hopefully you can put it back together and then get down the track.
Pizza. Yeah.
So now we go to the white 140, which would have Ty replace the Olivers as White Motor Company bought them out. This is a white 140 driven by Weston Gliding on North Collins, New York. The misused white. So this tractor would have originally come with a Cummins motor underneath the hood. The white 120s up to the 145 series only with the 5.9 Cummins. They went to the 160, they went to the C series. These are Weston Gliding misused. Better go as he goes 311 and 78, 311 and 78. The white 140 misused. The early leader in the class.
All right, fans.
Driving the alcohol burning international called Shining.
Listen, I've only seen it at Keystone, you know? Right? Dude, outside, that thing is
I have not seen out on the circuit for 2025.
Oh, really? I mean, that thing is nobody else did up on one. Really?
Alcohol burner. Here we go, Red fans. Pete Darrington. Goes 297 and 24, 297 and 24.
Man, take a look at the graphics on the side, not only the paint job, but the graphics on the side of that. It's got a still on the side, like an alcohol still. What just a beautiful tractor. And he calls Shining, and it's aptly named Darrington.
Yeah, I like that play on words there, you know, he's shining in more ways. Alright, man, so on the starting line now is Jason Homan with the just in time for 79-10. This time, here we go, good running tractor, just in time, Jason Homan! Just in time, Jason Homan, the Ford 7910 goes 306 and 83, 306 and 83. Right now, good enough for the number 2 spot, Jason Homan.
Yeah, Josh, the other night at Little Valley, Jason had his run and the tractor didn't sound quite right. I mean, normally it's a real smooth running tractor and he has a little bit of a miss to it, and I'm really good thing, but it also can go the other way, right?
306,
it takes a lot to get it just right. Sometimes,
28.6
I've heard people say that he's been tweaking it quite a bit, to try to get it, to find that sweet spot.
Yeah, for sure, and he said at one point he has like 3 different tunes on hand.
I gotta get that.
So up next is Fair Redding Jr. out of Lawton, New York. The Lowlight International 1466. Going back to diesel power. Aaron Redding Jr. Lowlight. Bounce in a hot ride, 285 and 63. 285, 63. Better ready.
Okay, folks, I just got word from the kitchen that chicken dinners are sold out right now. Chicken dinners are sold out for the day. You're gonna have to come back tomorrow if you didn't get one.
Missy said she's going to call for an Uber and have them delivered down here to the track.
DoorDash.
Right? Maybe we could have them sent on one of the tractors as they go by. So our light limited super stock class today, sponsored, brought to you by Baron Redding, and you just saw Baron just told your local Channel C-Pro dealer, Channel corn, soybeans, wheat, alfalfa, and silage. Their custom diesel burning machine. 311, still a mark. So a little bit of a wild ride there. You saw him have to kind of steer out of it. 248 and 86. 248 and 86 for Kenny Burkett. Drives a white 270 called a Fuse, and it's a diesel burning Cummins motor underneath the hood. Hey Josh, one of our competitors in the light limited super stock class noticeably...
They'll do it all in one fall swoop, it sounds like. Here we go, the white 270 of Fuse, Dan Ricotta. All right, so Abuse. Here we go, Dan Ricotta. Abuse. Abuse Dan Ricotta, the white 270. Still trying to figure out some bugs in that machine. 232 and 47. 232 and 47.
Let's put our hands together for Dan Ricotta. He doesn't run too much anymore, but he just wanted to come here and help put on a show, so we're glad to see him here today with the Abuse tractor.
Now in this situation, load and cover. Only has one test because remember he's already out on the track, already failure, but he did take it.
It's literally to make your
did the first run. Tough break for Logan Glover and touched too much, and you'll have to settle for 15.52.
Good message. You text me. I saw it on the ship.
15:52. Tough run.
As we get close to the end of this class, I'd like to say thanks again to our sponsor in a light limited Superstock class, Farron Redding, your local Channel Seed Pro dealer. Give Farron a call at 716-640-8932. Man, let's put our hands together. Logan Glover with Touch Too Much.
We get ready to go with our Run What You Brung division, but first, have our light limited Superstock results. 9th place will go to Logan Glover. 8th place will go to Kyle Gable. 7th place will go to Dan Ricotta and Abused. 6th place will go to Kenny Burkett and Just a Little. 5th place will go to Farron Redding Jr. Low Life. 4th place will go to Pete Yarrington and Shinin'. 2nd place will go to Jason Homan and Just in Time, and your winner with distance 3:11 and 78. 3:11.78. Preston Blighty, Miss Hughes.
Really good to see you. It was such a great run, and you got anything to say to the fans? Thank you for letting us to have this opportunity to pull here in Langford, New York. Appreciate it, fans. Thank you. There you go, fans. Weston had a good run, and then, oh, hey, Josh, by the way. Hey, Weston, you got a pen I can borrow?
I do, actually.
Look at that. Josh, he's got a pen. You know something? Weston is a school teacher, and he comes prepared. He had a pen.
So, scoring not 1, not 2, but 3 turbochargers underneath the hood of his first win.
I like to hear.
Here we go, fans. On borrowed time. Wow, you saw the power shaking that thing there towards the 300-foot mark. Aiden Hodges on borrowed time. Superstock diesel goes 3:08 even. 3:08 even. I would imagine he's going to keep that run being our test for. Ford Power Stroke machine got a pretty famous following. Jesse Warren, owner of Warren Diesel Injection, will bring out Shark Bait. The Ford Power Stroke powered F-250 multi-charger Ford. He does quite a bit of testing on this machine. The man behind it all, Jesse Warren, out of Cooperstown. You can keep that thing running. Give it a shot with Shark Bait. Ford fans, take a look at this one. Tough break for Shark Bait and Jesse Warren. You saw and heard the potential. And all of a sudden, something let loose. 213 and 82 for Jesse Warren and Shark Bait.
Josh, we're down here on the track taking a look. They're doing some cleanup here, and I do see some humps of aluminum. So is always going to be standing in Fox Construction for all their support for the Langford Fire Company.
All right, fans, here we go with Chris Keesack and the hand grenade. One power stroke. Another power stroke having some trouble here. Having some issues. The hand grenade, Chris Keesack out of Titusville. Not the run he had in mind, as he's got to settle for 194.71. 194.71.
Boy, Josh, I hate to
24.3 on the speed.
Run what's your run class
until it let out.
All right, so up next is Todd Custer out of Central City, Pennsylvania. Todd, we see from time to time. With a wild finish there, 287 and 84, 287 and 84 before he bounced to a halt.
I have a magnet on here. There's a lot of needle bearings. Oh, that's awesome. Get a
As we're going big blower engine power out onto the track, and nothing to hide here. As you can see, all of that engine right on full display in Rob Burrell's 1954 called Chicken. Run coming through from Superville, Pennsylvania. Good running Lone engine, same engine that you'll see in our two-wheel drive truck. And the same engine you'll see out on the NHRA drag race circuit. Big blower at the top. Off from that 575 cubic inch motor. How about that, man? round of applause for the fact that Kelly kept everybody safe and everybody's okay. Well done, Kelly. Thanks for keeping everybody safe, but I'm sure he's a little shook.
I tell you, I mean, that was as good as he could do driving to keep that from hitting the wall. And we just talked about how the back ends are so light. And there you go. I mean, literally, the back end was off the ground 3 feet, 4 feet. And him trying to control that. Great job. Good control.
And Ed, you know, they don't have the greatest brakes on these machines, and then he was only having 2 wheels with brakes that were working. He did a great job to get that thing stopped. Up next, Lester Mates drives the 2012 Ford F-250 called Completely Nuts. The 738 cubic inch big block Ford sits in the middle of this truck, right behind that big air cleaner you see atop the hood. That's the engine of that machine, so you have to kind of peer out around it. This truck was champion in the division back in 2019.
All of a sudden, trucks like this, and it's like straight up in the air. Thank God it is.
Well, Lester just watched his buddy have a wild four-wheel drives are just having a heck of a hard time getting that thing to stick. So Lester had to settle for 144 and 50.
Disappointing run for him tonight.
Champion in the division and current points leader. He now comes out after watching all of the kind of carnage and wild rides from him.
Yeah, maybe he can get a little better bite in the dirt. Get them wheels spinning.
He just took the lead, and listen to this, by 0.05 of a foot, 0.05 to the lead spot. Calvin Miller, your new leader! Talk about first competition.
There he is, fans. Calvin Miller with running in the red. The last competitor. Calvin, we're going to move you away from the speaker because we'll be getting all kinds of feedback. So. Calvin, great run tonight with running in the red. I know you've always been a very strong competitor here at Langford, and boy, you came through tonight. What a good run. I noticed you you took the right side of the track. You did something a little different from what the other competitors were doing. Did you have a little strategy with that? Yeah, I was always trying just to take a track nobody takes, because our cut tires really screw up a track. But I can just say many thanks for everybody putting on the show. It was an awesome show, and the right side of the track worked, and had some awesome help today. And good job for Ethan on second, and Rob, and the rest of the crowd that pulled. Just many thanks to my sponsors that helped me get here. This week, my whole drive mine was out, and I had to replace everything new. So I think we did accomplish a thing here. Yeah, no doubt about it. You did a great job. You come out with a win tonight. Man, let's put our hands together for Calvin Miller with running in the red, the winner in our Run What You Brung class.
Jeff Morris. Fourth place goes to Todd Custer in the Coal Mine Express. Third place goes to Rob Farrell and Jaded. Second place goes to Aiden Hondas and the On-Bar Time diesel machine. And your winner right there on the track right now, Calvin Miller, and running in the red by half an inch. Your winner here at the Langford Nationals builds on that point lead, Calvin Miller. Out of Angela, New York, the DNL two-wheel drive, 1 of 2 trucks. Here for the Never Say Never team.
And Josh, Dave was the winner on Thursday night in Little Valley with the DNL.
Another chance coming up. Winning ticket, the number is 015119. 015119. There are other color tickets. Unlucky people. No.
Hey, Rick Myers. Rick,
Wow.
draw.
Maryland. We're set on the sled, but again, he turned down the test hook, so Dirty Money will be our first official distance in the zone from Triumph Distributing and right and ready. Stop down and see them at their hauler, Mike and Mary Kale. They have books and they'll sign them and they'll see right there on the spot. Out comes Never Say Never, Dave Laskowski out of Angela. Up there and have the Dirty Money team sit one real fast. Ladies, help her out. Dirty Money! Let's make some noise, Langford! Beyond, there, 334. something let loose. Tough break. Running Bear, Steve Wilson. Still did enough to go into the number 3 spot with that run. 324.01. So at least for the time being, the Wilson team does indeed sit 1, 2, and 3.
31.3 on the speed, 324.01, 324.01.
Thursday night in Little Valley. Finished number 2 with Tascoy and number 3 with Wildside. Herb's had a real good run with this. Both Tascoy and Wildside have had their good runs.
Just kind of operate the hydraulics in that machine that I just switched it to different positions, different spots, and away it went. So nothing major. We'll be on our way. With a truck that he calls Tascoy. How many? Tonight, Dave Laskowski goes 309 and 52. 309 and 52.
Dave was not getting the RPMs out of that truck like he normally would. Definitely less power coming out of that tonight. Not sure what was going on with it, but...
All right, so your results in the two-wheel drive division. 8th place will go to Herb Clark in the Tascoy. 7th place will go to Dave Laskowski and the D&L Trucking two-wheel drive. 6th place will go to Ray Fintak and the Extreme Scheme T-Bucket. 5th place will go to Dave Laskowski and the Never Say Never. 4th place will go to Steve Wilson and Running Bear. 3rd place will go to Darren Wilson and Dirty Money. Second place will go to Irv Clark with his Wild Side Ford Ranger. And your winner tonight with a distance 338 and 96, Crystal Wilson, her Dirty Money. How about it, ladies? You get the win.
Crystal Wilson with her Dirty Money. She is the winner tonight in our two-wheel drive modified truck competition. Coming to us all the way from Prince Frederick, Maryland. So, Crystal, what a fantastic run. You were pretty early on in the class, and you kind of set the bar high. It was a great run. What do you think? Tell us how things went.
He told me to get on it and go with it, and I did, and picked up and it went, so I owe it all to him.
That's fantastic. Great team effort. Well, what a super run, and thank you for coming to Langford. What do you think about coming to Langford here?
We like it here. When last year we didn't make it, but we try to come every year. We really enjoy it.
Well, we're glad you came. Man, let's put our hands together for Crystal Wilson with her Dirty Money.
Come on in.
There we go.
I wasn't prepared for it. I didn't get to my lineup sheet yet. I'll look it over for you, Josh. I'll let you know.
I'm telling you, you New Yorkers, you need to work on your last name.
Western New York and Hot Farm class.
Smith.
Yep.
You're right. Hey, try
This
going
is
up in the Southern
Beer
Ontario
Run,
with the Dutch.
International Harvester
In
966.
Waisley with all the Dutch.
Chuck Bartozowski.
Yeah, I can't imagine what that would be very fun.
Bartozowski.
I was butchering those names.
Bartozowski.
Here he goes, Chuck Bartozowski with Beer Run.
I got it.
Good run for Beer Run. 299 and 15. 299 and 15. Chuck Hart, your test ruler in the Hot Farm Division. 299 and 15. So coming up next will be Dustin Hill out of Brant, New York. Talk about Hey, white fly, Dustin Hill, 286. 37, 286, 37, Dustin Hill, white lie, number 2 spot. Hey, even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
Joe Bartaszewski's coming out here now on the track. And Joe's been doing quite a bit of work with this tractor, the Bad Seed.
He did a nice job of keeping it between the white lines, but it just did not go the way he envisioned that going. 198 and 50, 198 and 50 for Bad Seed after a little bit of a wild ride. Those tractors, they can't pick itself back up.
Oh, that's it.
Here we go, Garrett Team, fucking money! How about it, John Deere fans? Fucking money, Garrett King. So 284 and 98, 284. 98 good enough for the number 3 spot for the time being. Garrett King.
Again, fans, we are looking for a missing child. His name is Weston Oily. Wearing a pink shirt, green shorts, and a white coat. Child, please bring him to the emergency squad then.
Brings up the Against the Grain International 1066.
Josh, I believe you are right. Brady Shaw 2 years ago was indeed the winner here in the Langford Northeast Nationals in the hot farm.
Yeah, and this tractor is coming on stronger and stronger year after year, and the young man behind the wheel the grain. Got to be happy with that again. And when you know all of the issues that they've had with that tractor throughout this season, 287 and 57. 287 and 57 going to move him into the number 2 spot with that run. And talking with Bill here beforehand, said I've weighted the front end of this tractor down more than we typically do, trying in hopes to get a good pass. Boy, I'd say he put that extra weight up front and they could have used a little bit more as it really grabbed a hold of that dirt. Good run for Brady Shaw, goes into the number 2 spot at 287 and 57. This is the 7th Impact International 1066.
Didn't find nothing?
This is a beer run, 966 that still holds the lead, 299. Here we go. The collective sigh as it came off the line. Well, tough break for the
46-48.
Impact.
4648.
Put our hands together for Mike Petrie. Tough break, round of applause.
He's paid me 3 installments for $500.
Our final tractor here that will be an exhibition run, Frank Castro.
Frank just does it for the fun. He comes out and runs exhibition runs all over Western New York.
Well, that sucks.
716-560-7525, Mr. Bob Timmel.
Frank Castro. Running dog, Frank Castro, 263 and 28, 263 and 28 on the exhibition pass. So the results of the Hot Farm Division, 7th place will go to Mike Petrie. 6th place will go to Joe Bartoszewski. Looks like 5th place will go to Kevin Heimer. 4th place will go to Garrett Key. 3rd place will go to Dustin Hill in the white line, white 2105. 2nd place will go to Brady Shawn against the grain. And your winner, from Marville, New York, the Beer Run International 966, Chuck Bart.
From Martville, New York, up near Syracuse. Chuck's been a friend of mine for many years, so I was nice to catch up with Chuck. We just figured it out. Chuck's been pulling for 54 years. So, Chuck, and he said, here's something I did not know. I find out tonight. This is Chuck's first win ever at Langford. So Chuck had a second many years ago. So Chuck, so great to see you here, and congratulations on your run. Good job. You got anything to say? Thank you, dog. I thank Bill, my son, working Chuck, Linda, and Trevor Lunchback, and Frank and Andy Payne. And I think you like coming here to Langford, correct me if I'm wrong? That's correct. All right, well, good. Man, let's put our hands together for Chuck Bartoszewski with Beer Run.
First aspirated, mini modified division. Never satisfied 2.0. Out of Elmer, New Jersey. goes to the lead at 3:43 and 47. 3:43 and 47, your new leader, Pete Harrington.
3:43.47, 3:43.
Aspirated Mini Moss is brought to you by our friends from AA Specialties of Forestville, New York. AA Specialties is your source for any project that involves moving dirt. They do septic systems, built ponds, excavation, land clearing.
Westgate.
Talking about them a couple minutes ago, and they were a major sponsor plus extra for the roller. D&H Enterprises, Dustin Hill. Also an additional sponsorship in the Light Limited Superstock Series. 5-star equipment from West Falls. They did provide equipment as well as sponsorship money.
See how he shakes out. 3:43 and 47, the current mark to beat. Tyler Schofield, no bull. Well, again, the collective whoa as he got a little wild and crazy.
Hey, yeah.
I think we're okay. Officials checking on, make sure that he's not
see the
injured.
replay.
Didn't bounce his head off the roll cage. Making sure he's
Hold on.
okay. Well, there you saw he came out of the hole a little bit different. Didn't get right on it as he knew. Eased into it, but certainly cost him some distance. 78, 16 good enough for the number 5 spot right now.
.16, 22.1 on the speed, 278.16.
A long shot. They go round wide. Long shot. Good run for Rob Wise and long shot as he goes 16 and 29. 16, 29, good run for Rob Wise.
Boston Valley Farms, Kate and R.J. Geiger. And Cash for Cars, Dustin Wiersba. Crooked Line Customs. Especially in major sponsors.
Alright, well fans, that was Greg Vanderlord out of Albion, Pennsylvania, the Boosted Ego. Tractor 308.5. 08. New Jersey will be your next competitor. Got a little wonky, went 23 at 312 towards the center, 312. A little warm there on his run. Jacob Kingston, Summer School, was 168 and 86. 168 and 86.
Logan Kingston there, I've been watching.
Next competitor is Stephen Brickman out of Charlotte Hall, Maryland. Still can't get right. Good luck for Stephen Brickman. 7. Still can't get right. Well, I would say he's tapping top of the strong run there. A little bit of a wild ride for sure. Had to get out of it before he wanted to. John Graham. Well, fans, don't forget to get your 50-50 raffle tickets. Round 2 here. Get your 50-50 raffle ticket.
3679 8863 at AA Specialties.
An actually aspirated B division, Stephen O'Brien out of Fairhaven, Massachusetts. Ninth place, Tyler Schofield and No Bull. Eighth place will go to Stephen Brickman and Still Can't Get Right. Seventh place goes to Greg Vandervoort and Boosted Ego. Sixth place goes to Milton Westgate and Mead Street. Fifth place goes to Jeff Paulding and the Wonky Donkey. Fourth place goes to Rob Wise and the Long Shot. Third place goes to Gary Butler, Never Satisfied 2.0. Second place goes to Bill DeMar and Sleeping Henry. And the winner tonight with a distance 343 feet and 47, Pete Yarrington, Copperhead.
Really good facility, and looking back tomorrow and next year. And it's fantastic. And I was commenting to you, thinking on both your tractors. It's just a beautiful thing. And you said you're in the auto body business, and you do that for a living. And boy, man, if you get a chance to check out those tractors, they're just absolutely gorgeous. So, Pete, great job. Congratulations on your win tonight. Thanks for coming to Langford. And let's put our hands together for Pete Yarrington with Copperhead.
Who's going to be here tomorrow? Come on, there's got to be more yells than that. Did you like the show today? Okay. Well, we're going to do it again tomorrow, and it's going to be a great show.
We're still going here as we're getting ready to go 3-0 diesel pulling. We've made the sled change. This was the new sled last year. Now we're going 3-0 diesel division pulling. You'll notice dual rear wheels in the back. This is Dominic Gambino, your local guy out of Springville, New York, with Brothers Diesel. Setting the tone at 304 and 41 at 30.4 miles an hour. Dominic Gambino, I believe, will take that run and set the lead spot, 304 and 41.
We handle only the finest quality pipe and are happy to discuss your project and offer suggestions. For a free quote, please call us at 713.
John Allen, mobile. to give it up. John Allen, wild ride there. 276 and 29. 276. 29.
All right, fans, I've got Pete Yarrington down here.
Oh yeah?
Oh, Jenny! Good run at 296 and 51. 296. 50 Wickerman. Old Jenny.
Fans, I don't know if you noticed that truck when he went by when old Jenny came down the track. Above his windshield, he's got a
Your results in that division. Fourth place will go to John Allen and Mobile Man. Third place, Carl Spickerman and Old Jenny. Second place, Dominic Gambino and the Brothers Diesel Machine. And your winner tonight with a distance 304 and 88, Matt Holbrook, Jenny Ride.
Here's backside, we've got Matt Holbrook from Montrose, Pennsylvania. He drives the Jenny Light four-wheel drive truck, and he was the winner tonight in our 3.0 class. So Matt, congratulations, great run tonight. You did a great job. You got into the lane for dirt. You took it right out the end. So good job. Thank you.
All right.
Well, is this your first time here at Langford?
Yeah.
It is. So what do you think? Good time?
Good luck.
Great. Well,
I sat
I sat in the stands about 10 years ago, and now I'm here.
that's what we like to hear.
So how many people were sitting up in the stands in 10 years, we want to see you down here on the track? So Matt, great job, congratulations. Thanks for coming to Langford. And fans, let's put our hands together for Matt Holbrook with Jenny Light. And Bill Smith from the Langford, Oregon Volunteer Players Company.
Coming to back out of Little Valley. Will be one of two multi-engine modified. Will start us out. 3-engine stack sequence here. I'll tell you, if the miles was the distance, they'd be in the next county by now. With North America! Joe Fintack.
All right, fans, Joe Fintack's got his helmet off. Him and Donnie Telak was the only multi-engine mods we had tonight. They wanted to come and put a show on, so let's put our hands together for Joe Fintak with the North American.
.62, 322.62, 34.4 on the
second place in the modified division will go to Joe Fintak and your winner Don Telak, 327 and 87.
The first time we pulled here was in 1971, so you're talking 54 years, right, Don? 54 years. But he said that was not the furthest thing back in his Langford history. So what year in the 50s?
I don't know.
Okay.
50s or 60s.
Sometime back in the 50s. Now, think about it, folks. I'm not saying Don's old, because he's not. But the pull started here in 1946. And in the 50s, Donnie was here as a kid, picking up, with his dad, picking up beer bottles for 5 cents in a case.
Yep.
And then he started in 71 pulling. So Donnie's been pulling for 54 years. He won in 2018 after a 26-year dry run of no wins. So Don, it was great to see you win again tonight. Congratulations. Fans, let's make a lot of noise for Donnie Telak with the Gorilla.
Thank you guys very much. This is a special place for me. My first memory of a landmark is people out here as a little kid. And coming in here, and it's a real privilege and honor. All my friends and family are here, and I appreciate that very much. Thank you, Langford.
Okay, fans, put our hands together again. Donnie Telak with the Gorilla. Who's ready for our big rig semi?
Now we're really going to kick it up a notch. You're going to see some high horsepower on the track. Monkey business. Matt Gabriel. Monkey business, Matt Gabriel.
You talk about power and torque. The grizzly bars on the back of the pan came down about the 175-foot mark, and he dragged that thing all the way to, I can't even see the distance, but well over 300 feet. 325 feet, so you talk about torque.
So they continue to kind of come in a different order than we originally had in the lineup. Up next, here we go, Jeff Lassen, Moody Blue.
Goes 333 and 75, 333 and 75, your new leader, Jeff Lassen.
.335, 75, 333, 75, 30.2.
was 354 and 23. 354 and 23 steering with one tire on the ground. Zig Zeglin, Zeplo, your new leader.
Five, 4, 2, 3, 3, 5, 4, 2, 3, 31.6 on the speed.
All right, fans, get your 50-50 tickets out. We got the drawing coming up right now. Don't throw your tickets away afterwards. We have a second giveaway. We have another banner to give away.
All right, fans. Truck number 3 from the Loudon team. This is the Great 8. Cast off Peterbilt, driven by Bob Loudon, Jefferson, Ohio. This truck was completely overhauled in the off-season. They're getting it down in. Bob Loudon, Great 8, station 354. Gas power, 3 feet. Oh, every once in a while, that's what happens here. That truck has to come off the line very, very hard up against the rev limiter almost to get that turbocharger to spin, and he's got to get it going this time. Bob Loudon, Great 8. Tough break for Bob Loudon. I just heard over the radio they just put a brand new clutch in it. They believe that is actually their issue. Just trying to get that thing to hold as he comes up on it. So they'll go back to the shop, do some adjustments, try to get it back up and working. How about a round of applause for Bob Loudon? Great day. Not the result he wanted, but he will work on it and get it going. 108.33. All right, fans. This is an exhibition run. Hot dog. And 73. Good run for the Pro Street Semi. So your results in the Big Rig Division. 4th place will go to Bob Loudon and the Great 8. 3rd place will go to Monkey Business and Matt Gabriel. 2nd place will go to Jeff Loudon and Moody Blue. And the winner tonight with a distance 354 and 23, Ed Segman and Jeff Rowe. Well, fans, what do you think of the big rigs and the semis here tonight?
All right, fans, we're down here on trackside with Ed Segman from, Morgantown, West Virginia. So most of these people came from all over the Northeast to come here and pull at Langford. It shows you the kind of show they put on here, right? The word gets around. Langford is a great place to go. You drive to the Death Row Semi, and you saw him pulling with about 356 feet, something like that. So what a great run. Boy, you were just flying down the track. So you want to thank anybody or say anything to the fans? Yeah, definitely like all my fellow pullers, Kale and Fab, a lot of friends back home, Charlie Record and Cody Record. Yeah,
You been here before in Langford?
yeah, last year, if you remember that big explosion in the middle of the track.
I do. See, I told you that bad memory. I remember that now.
That was expensive last year.
That was expensive.
I'll never forget this pull now twice now.
That's right. This is a better memory.
Oh,
Okay. Well, what a great job. Super job. Congratulations with. Hey, man, put your hand together for S. Eglin with. Yep. Whoa.
Hold it, come on, let's go over here. Yep, let's hold it, Charlie.
All right, then. Back we go to Blown Mini Modified. Coach Singletary has 2 entries yet again here in the nightcap. Coach Singletary with Night Train 1. So 1 Night Train will go down the track first here in the second round. Coach Singletary out of Tar Hill, North Carolina. Finished 1 and 2 with his tractor. The first go around, can he do it twice in the same day on the same track? Cody Singletary, Night Train, your best puller in the class. The longest run of the night thus far, 370 and 92. Cody Singletary, Night Train, number 1 at 36.9 miles an hour.
Josh, he would have went farther. She red flagged him at 370 feet. He probably would have been pushing 380. What a fantastic run by Cody Singletary. Man, he's got his helmet off now. Let's make some noise for him. Carolina Night Train.
Hey, Ed, I think Jack was
370,
trying to go get the gate for him so he could just go right out the gate.
36 miles an hour. He is 35.2
That was it.
earlier.
She had 2 choices.
36
Get the gate or put the red
miles
flag
an
up, because I don't think she could run fast enough. He was going so fast.
Back to the main decision maker. Yeah, she finished. She finished third. Here we go, Kim Zimmer, well-oiled machine. So 2 classes will have 2 runs here. The Blown Minis as we watch them, and then the Light Pro, Limited Pro stock tractors. They will also get a second chance at it.
347.35, 347.
Then again, we will have our Street Diesel and King of the Hill divisions to finish out the night. First, we still got to settle it here in the Blown Mini Modified division, as Mary Kale will be up next, spending their inheritance. A local competitor, well known for sure around here, from Strikersville, New York. Mary Kale will be your next competitor.
And don't forget Mary Kale and her husband Mike Kale. They have been working on they wrote a book, and they call it, oh my gosh, I forgot. Good as, I have a terrible memory. Just as good. Just as good. So folks, make your way to their hauler either tonight or tomorrow. Stop by the Spending Their Inheritance. They've got a big pop-up shelter with a name on it, Spending Their Inheritance. And Mary and Mike will be there. They'll be signing the books, and they've got them for sale. So real hats off to them for a charity that's near and dear to them for many years.
Did not sound good there. As something came apart. They run up to her here. I believe Mary's okay. Oh yeah, she's out of there already.
And let's put our hands together for Mary Kale with Spending Their Inheritance.
Yeah.
By the looks of it, she might be spending some more of her kids' inheritance, right, Mary? She had a great run going there. She had some really good ground speed, but unfortunately something let go. Don't quite know what happened, but tough break for Mary Kale.
Looked like at least a belt came flying off, Ed. Did that come off in front of you? Were you able to see that?
I saw a little something flying, but we could find out what was going on. So the story behind Mary Kale and Mike, who are friends of mine, Mike originally was going to be the one to drive that tractor. And they were making plans to get everything fitted for Mike. Mike's a little bit bigger than Mary, and he's probably almost twice as tall. But anyways, somebody said to Mike, he says, why don't you put Mary in that tractor? Because then you've got a lot more weight allowance that you can put wherever you need on the rest, somewhere else on the tractor other than in the driver's seat. And they're like, I guess we'll try it. Well, Mary got behind the controls, and there's been no looking back. She has been a regional champion in the NCPA, and Mary's been pulling for several years now. She had quite a kind of a scary run a few years ago down in
Coming up next, Tim Ray out of Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania, the Wicked Sensation Machine, the 2024 point champion in the division. He's out on the track, fourth here this afternoon. It's another shot at it for 2024 point champion. Here we go, fans. Tim Ray, Wicked Sensation! Goes 360 and 33, 360 and 33. These distances are pretty impressive here tonight. 360 and 33, good enough for the number 2 spot with 1 to go.
$360.33 for Tim Ray, $360.33. 36.3 on the speed you see there.
Tomorrow's show starts at 12 noon.
Here comes Carolina Night Train number 2. Your winner from the first time down the track. Watch their new Jack going to the end of the track. Looking like she's opening the gate, Ed.
Yep, she heads that way. Hey Josh.
Yeah.
The gate is open right now. I know they're going to close it, but it is open right now. We got to get that skid steer out of the way.
Well, that's not a good sign. Looks like he's not going to be able to go here as they're bringing the courtesy vehicle back.
Get out of the way if you need to.
But I see that they have
That
the
death row was headed right
cooler to start it. Maybe they'll try it. Oh, I believe they need it to get it fired up. All right, looks like we're ready to go now with Carolina Night Train. Goes 1 and 2 on the day, both times down the track. And both tractors flip-flop in position. Your winner, the Carolina Night Train, goes 369 and 35. 369 and 35 goes into the number 2 spot. He already secured the win with the first tractor, 370 and 92. Cody Singletary goes home 1 and 2 on the evening. Spending their inheritance. 4th place will go to Kim Zimmer and Well-Oiled Machines. 3rd place will go to Tim Ray and the Wicked Sensations. 2nd place will go to the Carolina Night Train 2. And your winner, Cody Singletary, Carolina Night Train number 1. Your winner, 1 and 2 on the night, Cody Singletary.
Back again. What a great run again tonight. This was Carolina Night Train 2. When you won this afternoon with Carolina Night Train 1. And tonight we thought, oh boy, we did really good with 2. I wonder what was going to happen with 1. Had a little difficulty, but hey, still come out with a win again. So a 1-2 win tonight. Great job, and good to see you here coming all the way from North Carolina. So we talked a lot about Langford, and you guys really enjoy being here. So good job. You want to say thanks to anyone?
Yeah, we'd like to thank the Langford Fire Association, Fire Department for putting this event on. There's a lot of hard work that goes into this, and we appreciate a good place to pool and good fans most of all, because without these fans in here, this wouldn't be possible to repeat year after year. And we just want to thank you all, and we look forward to coming back. We appreciate the good, strong team behind me and the hard work that goes into this to get these tractors ready to travel up and down the road. And we look forward to coming back next year. Thank you all.
All right, Cody, thanks again. Thanks for coming to Langford. We're glad you're here. And let's put our hands together. Cody Singletary.
Number 2 for these competitors. Your winner will be out first. Greg Berger was your winner. Oh no, excuse me. Noah Allison was your winner. Greg finished 2nd. Greg currently is your leader in the points. So Greg Berger and Smokin' John will be your first run of the night pounds in an 8-pump. Light Rose competed at 8,500 pounds in a B-pump. Got the B-pump on it today. Greg Berger, Smokin' John. on his show, but that is not what he wants to see. There's something definitely going amiss there. He was on a pass until something went awry in that setup. Greg Farringer, Smokin' John, 280.02, 280.02 at 32.9 miles an hour. Wait and see. Any word on what's going on here? Here's your early leader.
32.9 on his speed before he got shut down violently. 280.02.
4th of July, it was 5 piece axle, rear end, the straight six, front end. We got that together.
344.39. Much better run as he goes to the lead. R.J. Dennison.
.39, 344.39 for the Red Dog. Good speed too, 31.4.
His second go round. Noah Allison's train wreck. Light approach back. 340. Here we go. Noah Allison, train wreck.
What a great deal. Oh, it worked out good.
377.42 before he realizes, that skid steer's coming awfully quick. He got out of it at 377.42. He is definitely going to be the leader at 377.42. Noah Allison, train wreck.
377.42.
Well, Josh, I think that was a
run.
speed
And he's
record
out
tonight. 37.8 miles per hour.
37.8 on speed.
Running like a scared rabbit. Man, what a run. In the last 2 to go.
Bobby Maxwell out of Atlanta will bring the 1206 International all in out onto the track.
Unfortunately, Dave Witkowski was Smokin' Joe. Dave is over here being a spectator tonight. He thought that he was going to be able to get a copper washer for it. Having issues with the injectors on this thing. We're trying to use the old parts with the new parts. The old parts ain't like in this new setup. So blew the end of the injector off.
hopefully Weimers is nice to me on Monday morning and gets me my my spare injector I ordered 2 weeks ago. So just want to thank everybody that offers help. And, I appreciate everything. Thanks for the fans for really supporting us for all the years. So thanks for Langford, for letting us come in here. We're glad.
All right, Dave, thank you with Smokin' Joe. We're doing Bobby Maxwell, all in. All in, Bobby Maxwell goes 325 and 58, 325 and 58. Bobby Maxwell, all in, goes into the number 3 spot.
325, 58, 325, 58, 31.4 on the speed.
That was God's job of
Had one, and he sold it.
Yeah, right.
I was only a part of it.
He had a New Holland.
Yeah, I did.
It was going to be a light limited,
tank
right?
on it, number 3.
Here we go, Gavin Stewart.
Where did that end up going?
He still has it. It's Adam.
You know, run it.
Gavin Stewart with a great run to finish the Light Pro Limited Pro Division 340 and 60. 340.60 goes into the number 3 spot. With that run and finishes third on the night. Fifth place will go to Greg Farringer and Smokin' John. Fourth place, Bobby Maxwell and all in. Third place, Gavin Stewart in the John Deere 4320. Second place, RJ Jemison and Red Dog. And the winner tonight, yet again in the division, Noah Allison and Great Wreck goes 377 and 42. That's 4. He let out of it.
377 and he let out of it, that's right.
And he completes double feature.
Tractor winner tonight, so great run. That was a crazy run. I thought you were going to be heading in a lot of it. You weren't even going to stop. So, I mean, you coasted, I think, the last 20 feet.
Yeah, you were running.
What a crazy run. But boy, that tractor was right on spot tonight. It was doing great this afternoon. So, you want to say thanks to anyone?
Yeah, first off, I'd like to thank the fire department for having us again and everything, the crowd for being out. I got to thank my crew, my father, Adam Miller, Mark Allison, Zeb Casper's back in the shop, Firehouse Creations, Chaos Fabrication, Matt Bullen, welcome here. He does some work for us. There's just so many. Wire fuel injection, Nichols Tire. It takes all of us to get on the track, and it's just a big family. We have a lot of fun doing it. I couldn't do it without my wife. I got 2 kids at home, and she supports me doing everything I do. So that's what it's all about.
Not a doubt, Noah. That's great. Thanks for coming to Langford. And boy, 2 for 2. What a great run. Fans, let's put our hands together for Noah Allison with straight racks.
And we're able to kind of meet the basic rules. They're ready to go. So Street Diesel Lansing.
Nobody's listening to you.
And I talked to him as soon as he was going. I just said, I'm just going to pull out around the corner. go, that'll make him show up. And then he's got to wait on you. There's nothing wrong with that. We can keep him for a while.
Alright. So I was putting distances on the screen earlier and doing results and all that stuff. We're not going to do that. Street Diesel, King of the Farm. Enjoy.
By chance, I want to try one. You know, I want to test it to see. Because it's so hard to hear it. You need me to headphone. The big headphone like that.
Lance Jeffers, built not by 239 and 97, 239 and 97. See if he keeps that.
Lance goes 239.97. Lance Geffers, 2000 F250, built not bought.
I second the motion.
This is Wayne Smith, 17 F250. 250.
Wayne Smith goes 270 and 61, 270 and 61. Will be your early leader in the class.
.270.61, 270.61, 20.3 on the speed. These, I think these are going to go.
Goes 256 and 88, 256 and 88 Shaker.
.256, 88, 256, 88, 17.9 on speed.
Pretty shiny truck.
Not a passport or an enhanced
All right, good run for Brandon Zeffers as he takes the lead at 270 and 88, 270. 88, your new leader, Brandon Zeffers.
.270 and 88, 270.88, 20.2 on the speed. Taking the lead on that.
over 15,000 pounds gross weight. Next time you have a vehicle failure, give Jimmy Gugino a call at 716-337-2520.
On the line is Nate Burnett out of Allen, New York. Run at 262 and 69, 262. 69 going to put him into the number 3 spot.
$262.69, $262.69, 19.0. Look at this thing.
Yeah, the first couple storms we got probably four. Usually late November, right after
Good run for your new leader, George Goodremote, 291.08, 291.08. George Goodremote, your new leader.
$291.08, $291.08, 25.3 on the speed, taking over the lead, pushing us closer to 300.
So the 23 Duramax Cazula goes 247 and 27, 247, 27.
That thing's dangerous. It's like an EV, 247.27, 15.6 on speed. I barely heard that thing.
Dustin Holly goes 272 and 23, 272, 23. I'm going to put him into the number 2 spot with that run. Run for the 2019 Ford, 272 and 23.
272, 23, 272, 23, 20.9 on the speed.
258, 256, 58. Goes into the number 7 spot for that run. Right along as it goes through here. Goes 282.96, 282 and 96 as he goes into the number 2 spot with that run, John Hassett.
This is Ty Petrie on a 06 Chevy.
You're up. As he goes to the lead at 3:03 and 36. Great run at 26.6 miles an hour. Ty Petrie, your leader.
'19 Chevy. All right, come on, McQueen. Turn those lights off. .21272, 212.72, 8.2 on the speed. He used all his horsepower, leaving those lights turned on.
The Springville 2008 Ford. This truck would have a 6.4 liter power stroke. Would come from the factory with compound turbos, I would imagine. Good run for Jason Music, 296 and 49, 296 and 49.
Folks, I want to say thanks again to our Street Diesel 4x4 class sponsor, Jimmy Gugino.
296.49, 296.49, 25.4 on the speed.
Jimmy, for your sponsorship tonight.
Attention drivers, Derek Overhoff. Make your way to your tractor, please. Derek Overhoff, make your way to your tractor and go to the lineup. We're ready for you in the lineup, Derek Overhoff. He was on test 4, built not bought. .244 and 90, 244 and 90 for Lance Jeffers. That's better than the first round by about 5 feet. 244 and 90, Lance Jeffers. Unfortunately, I believe Mario Serra is unable to pull here tonight. He does not have a available this end of the decision maker. So tough break for Mario. I'll have the results for you in just a moment. Diesel Division, 10th place will go to Tyler Schmidt. 9th place will go to Shane Kerr. 8th place will go to Nathan Gurnett. 7th place will go to Wayne Smith. We'll go to Brandon Zephyr. 5th place we'll go to Dustin Toddling. 4th place we'll go to John Hassett. 3rd place we'll go to George Fibbermote. 2nd place we'll go to Jason Music. And your winner tonight with a distance 303 feet and 36 times. Tree. So one class.
Thanks, anyone? Yeah, I just want to say thanks to my family and everybody that helped me. And yeah.
Well, great job, and hey, we're glad you came to Langford. Thank you very much. Good job. Van Sky Peachtree, our winner in our street diesel competition.
That's pretty much it. For the most part, there are some full sets here, but pretty open. King of the Hill, Trevor Holton will be our first competitor out of Arcade, New York for the International 1066.
We got White, John Deere, Oliver.
Trevor Holton, on the rough girl there.
All right, fans, they got him back on the tractor. Put your hands together for Trevor Holton. No injuries. That is the important part. We have no injuries tonight. Trevor, they want to know, are you going to take that hook or drop it? You dropped it all right, but it's a little different kind of a drop. And Trevor's been pulling for long enough. You think he would have, he knows what it means to drop it. We said drop the hook, not the tire.
As you said, no injuries. I think that tractor would make the difference. Cody Hines out of Marathon, New York will be up next. We're back running with the 50-20 John Deere called Hindsight.
I closed my office in the city hall.
Josh, Trevor did drop that book, by the way. Just thought I'd let you know that.
Hindsight goes 228, 64, 228, 64, 20's on your hindsight. So coming up next will
228, 64, 228, 64, 9.7 on the
version was the 3208 cat motor. 636 cubic inches on the V8 cat motor. Goes to the lead at 289 and 44, 289 and 44, Kevin Gable.
And our King of the Hill competition tonight is sponsored by Full-Tech, your local source for all your repairs to heavy equipment, construction equipment, and agricultural equipment. Full-Tech is conveniently located at 3375 Lenox Road in Collins. Give Jeremy Wiersma a call at 716-997-2363.
289.44, 289.44.
So up next will be Randy Geiger out of North Collins with his on your 51.
Who's that?
And as we said before in the rules.
Here we go, Randy Geiger. Good run as he takes the lead, 323 and 46, 323, 46.
Section over there. Got the Randy Geiger Fan Club.
Don't know the history of the White Corporation.
Oh, I forgot. I didn't say the magic words. Please. Hurry, Bill, hurry.
Against all odds, he made it.
Derek Overhaught, 224 and 30, 224 and 30.
224-307.9.
Okay, fans,
We're out of New York. Got the 8344 called all kinds of waiting on this tractor. We're chasing the 323 and 46. Puts him in a number 4 spot with that run.
24156, 24156.
For Perkins. The last one that I told you that was a full lead motor actually was upgraded to an 8.3 Cummins.
Well, I've got word that it's got a 5.9 Cummins in it.
All right, that's what I wondered. That's what it looked like from here, but that's quite a ways away from here. And yeah, that's definitely coming. Good running, Cummins, nonetheless. Chris Gable goes 271 and 33, 271 and 33. 5.9 Cummins power, 288 light. He goes to the number 3 spot, Chris Gable.
$271.33, $271.33, 9.7 on the speed.
And I just got word this is actually a tractor that belongs to Dustin Hill. Tommy Package's driving machine.
Oh, supervisor shows while we've been around. Well, I mean, someone's watching.
$359.76.
Tommy Tackett gets stopped at 359.76. 359.76.
I think he ran out of hard clay, that's why he spun out. He was just hitting his stride.
$8.1 on the speed. He's good there. 359.76 and 8.1.
All right, coming up next, number 2255 Oliver. This one driven by David Kerr. Four-wheel drive model.
She's got more hair with it.
Here we go, David Kerr. David Kerr goes 264.01, 264.01. He goes into the number 5 spot with that run. And so the official word trackside is this, Ed, that they decided after that last machine went down to 359 and spun out, they're going to call 355 a full move. So if you have any more over 355, we'll do it old school style. They'll bring them back. Dust the sled, do a pull off.
Hey, that sounds good. 355 is the full pull mark.
264.01, 264.01, 9.3. on the speed.
We go. Full second felder. 7 par 350.
Looks like we're going to have ourselves a pull-off.
35622.
356 and 22. 356, 22. We'll be back in the pull-off.
$35622, 8.4 on the speed.
Team 66 International up next. The ultimate bragging rights, King of the Hill competition here. Gotta get past 355 to get to the pull-off. You heard the horn there. Not it goes down to 10 miles an hour before the 100 foot. Get it back, move that post there to the 10 mile an hour mark. Dylan Gable, 246 and 45.
24645, 10.5 on the speed.
So 4 left before the pull-off. Next up would be Top Shot 2150 driven by Jeremy Weirson out of New York. This tractor from the factory would have come with a 478 Hercules. And from the sound of it, I believe it still has that Oliver 2150, the Top Shot 2150. 478 Hercules, Jeremy Weirson. Hercules engine, Jeremy Weir's from a 282 and 14, 282 and 14.
Jeremy Weir's pulling now. He is our sponsor for this class. with Poltech, your local source for all your repairs to heavy equipment, construction equipment, and agricultural equipment. Poltech is conveniently located at 3375 Lennox Road in Collins. Give Jeremy Wearsbaugh a call at 716-997-2363.
28214, 28214, 10.1 on this.
Nine years old.
9 years old.
There for that. Now the young man gets to work with the John Deere 4755. Matthew Niepergold. Applause for the young man, 9 years old, out here doing a nice job. Matthew Niepergold does 282 and 19, 282 and 19, good enough right now for the number 5 spot. Here we go before the pull-off.
28219, 28219, 6.5.
30 John Deere, 220.
Should be the Chief Gable.
Spins out, Chief Gable at 299, 38, 299, 38. That puts him into the number 4 spot with 1 to go. 2 in the pull-off.
299.38, 299.38, 7.8 on the speed.
Now, I've noticed something. Now, listen shortly here. When Beaver Gable gets down by the beer tent, he's got a heck of a fan club down there. See, look at that. Our roller operator, our tractor with the roller, Beaver
National 1066. Last tractor here before.
Nick Kazula,
here in the pull-off.
1066.
Nick Kazula goes 171 and 171.
171, 9.7 speed. There you go. This is what Ed Kane's talking about when Beaver gets down to the end.
I believe it's time to cool off. They have to switch levers from the 8230 John Deere over to the 7R 2255. Keith Gable with the 8230. Go home fourth. Third place is Randy Geiger with the John Deere 5020. And then we got to settle it out here with this tractor. 7R 350 John Deere between Tommy Takich and Old Degenfelder. Stop for now. They're saying no 355 this go around. 161 and 23. 161 and 23 for Tommy. So now Cole gets a chance at it. It's going to go further than 161 and 23.
161.23. It's a good news, bad news situation. They only got to work a third of the track.
Yeah. Back here.
Same tractor. I did not know that earlier.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I knew that 8230, that was different.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounded different.
The second time in 8 months it's happened.
I know, for real.
Was this the first driver or second driver?
You gotta go faster than that.
She went 4.1 last time.
The box is right now.
The box is like 400. Don't worry, Logan's on it.
Oh, just get it done. Tommy goes home with the win. The pole gets shut down at 156 and 75. 156. 75. So Tommy Takich will be your winner in the King of the Hill. He's your King of the Hill. Pole goes home second with the same tractor. Well, Ed, that's going to do it here for tonight. Of course, we will be back here again tomorrow.
Tommy wins.
tomorrow.
She goes
afternoon.
156.75.
Tomorrow at noon. 2 o'clock will start our power time.
This event is made possible by these sponsors, and we'd also like to take time to thank all of our WWP TV sponsors. Here's a couple of videos that we think you'll like.